in the Wiregrass portion of the state of Alabama Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Troy Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, checking in with the Troy head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Troy's offense will have the ball first. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
Yeah, and they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver going in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick give. It's Griffin. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
So Georgia Southern's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Got it near midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. The way on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarter.
Snags it, and there's running room. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Play action with Lewis. Buys time to his left. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throwing Simmons. Snares it outside, it's Hall. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone is on that side. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Phillips. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Will, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The Trojans use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hits inside. It's Hall. Jukes his way for more. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Simmons. Out wide left, it's Hall. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And a short game here in the first quarter will come to a close. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Done on first down, now back to the line. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Left side, it's Dortch. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They give it to him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Using his legs, it's Hall.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Headed to the edge, it's Hall. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, they go with the bootleg, and it works that time. You saw the defensive end came crashing down the line of scrimmage. He was sold on the fact that the running back was going to have the ball. So nice job with the ball fake by the Q. And then he's able to use that speed to get outside. Nice positive play.
They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's dropped. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Trojans! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this.
He's going for the big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. And the Eagles want to move quickly.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Throwing Simmons. Slings it downfield and wings it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Lewis. Got it behind the line. It's Griffin. Turning it on. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out wide left, it's Dortch. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 23 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's NC State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game inside Veterans Memorial Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Trojans head coach told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rush right in his face. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver breaks a tackle, he's getting the first down. So nice job by the defense surrounding the ball carrier and getting him to the ground.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. on the run. It's Griffin. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Left side is White. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. He's got enough. Breaks into the open. He's got 99 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Lewis. Back's got it on the screen. To the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Troy! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Simmons. Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Lets it fly on the move. He's got it way down the field. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dortch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Motion from the back. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Seven-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Out wide left, it's Nicholson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ware. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Leaves it with the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Simmons. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, the analytics may have said go for it there on 4th and shorter on their own side of the 50, but I don't know if that would have predicted an explosive play through the air, now setting up 1st and goal. That was incredible.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Here's Simmons to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Troy! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Throwing Simmons. Under pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Drops back on 1st down. Rushes on. Makes the grab on the left.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Again, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Simmons. Into the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense putting points on the board. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Really got got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Keeps it himself. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pick.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. Run ends there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Stands in and takes the hit. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for you.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next